With the recent release of Grandmaster, I know many of you are wondering what type of deck I'm playing, what is the best deck that Grandmaster fits in. Today we're going to go over those, and I'd love for you guys to comment down below where you have found success with Grandmaster. So make sure you guys check out the comments down below, see what other people are saying. Let's get into it. So my deck today is made up of Nico Minoru, Grandmaster, Dazzler, Brood, Silver Surfer, Storm, Juggernaut, Nakia, Sebastian Shaw, Shang-Chi, Absorbing Man, and Sarah. And up until this point, I have played a total of 21 games with this deck with a 71.4% win rate and an average cube gain of 1.52, which is actually really, really good. Obviously, 21 games isn't an ideal sample size. I'd love for it to be a little bit bigger, but not too shabby. We've been able to climb with it a little bit today. I have seen a lot of people playing Grandmaster in Mr. Negative deck, so if you are a Mr. Negative fan, Grandmaster gives you a lot of flexibility there. But let's go ahead and talk about the cards in this deck, how we play it, talk about some substitutes for those of you that might be wondering, and then jump into some live games that are actually really, really good. Okay, so first we've got Nico Minoru in here. Just a really good flexible card. If you have Nico, she can fit in pretty much any of your decks. Really, really good opportunities here to buff Brood, to buff Sebastian Shaw, to give yourself a copy of a card. Say you wanted to play Silver Surfer and get a copy of it. Lots of different opportunities for Nico to have lots of success. So just a good card to have in here in general. Obviously, we've got Grandmaster in here. Grandmaster has the opportunity to ideally hit Silver Surfer. That's kind of the goal, is to play Silver Surfer and then play Grandmaster. But you could also have it end up tagging your Shang-Chi, which could be really good. You take out something on the right, and then you try and take out something in the middle. If you have Brood in hand, you could also use Grandmaster on Nakia so that your Brood gets really, really big, especially if you have Absorbing Man there too. So that's kind of what Grandmaster is for in this deck specifically, and we've had some pretty good success with him so far. Next, we've got Dazzler in here, recently going down to a 2-drop. Seems really, really good. It's fairly easy to fill up at least 2 locations, so Dazzler can turn into a 2/6, which isn't too shabby. I know it's not a 3, so it doesn't get buffed from Silver Surfer, but it's kind of a flex card if you wanted to throw in something else, but Dazzler's been kind of fun in it so far, honestly. Next, we've got Brood, one of the staples in pretty much every single Silver Surfer deck out there. It's a really, really good card. If you can hit it with Absorbing Man, that's awesome. If you can go Nico and give it +2, that's going to be good. Obviously, it's not going to, at least I don't believe that it buffs the whole thing. You guys can clarify that down below if y'all know. I believe that Brood plays out and then it buffs it, but still a good opportunity to make that happen. Obviously, Nico with Sebastian would be better, but Brood is in here just to give you some big power at the end. Really, really good, and definitely a staple. Silver Surfer, obviously in here to buff all of your 3-drops. That's pretty much it, and ideally, you would play it on the right or left side and then play Grandmaster to have it move to the middle. We've got Storm in here to play on turn 3, and then turn 4, you can either play Juggernaut or you can play Brood. And if you have that Grandmaster in hand, you can play Storm in the middle and then Juggernaut in the middle as well to defend. And then obviously with that Grandmaster, you could throw some more power into that middle location if you need to. But Storm is here just for some good flexibility. A lot of people are playing with Magic right now. Lots of Limbo all over the place. Storm is a great final turn counter to that, especially if you have Sarah down and you're able to play Storm, Juggernaut, Silver Surfer, something along those lines. Definitely good stuff there. Juggernaut, probably my favorite card in the entire game. Super, super slept on. Wins so many games for you, especially depending on what your opponent is doing. Being able to guarantee yourself a win on a location pretty much, unless obviously somebody plays Dr. Doom or something like that on another one. But if you're paying attention and you can read your opponent's decks fairly well, Juggernaut is so freaking good. Like, it's such a good card. Nakia is in here to buff Brood as well as Sebastian Shaw and just the other cards in your hand. It's just a good 3-drop now, 3/3 that ends up being a 3/5 if Silver Surfer hits it, and then gives you lots of extra power to the cards in your hand. Sebastian Shaw is a good card to hide and hopefully play on final turn if you can. Being able to play Sarah on 5, throwing down that Shaw, and then doing some stuff is going to give you a lot of power there, especially if you are able to play Nakia and then maybe Absorbing Man on Nakia or something along those lines. You can get some good power in your hand to really cause some issues. Sebastian Shaw can get really, really big. Shang-Chi is in here because it's one of the best cards in the game. Has been for a long time. Can be super frustrating to deal with, but is a necessity if you're trying to be competitive against a lot of people who are getting down big power stuff. We've also got Absorbing Man in here, which works really good with Brood or Nakia or even Silver Surfer final turn if you're able to do some good stuff. So you could play Absorbing Man for 3, you could play Silver Surfer for 2, that's going to be 5, and then you could also play Grandmaster on that location. So you could technically get Silver Surfer to go off 3 times in one game, which is pretty nuts. And then we also have Sarah here, obviously one of the staples in the deck, just to make that final turn a little bit sweeter. If you don't have Sarah, it's going to be a little difficult for you to compete with this deck, but you can still try and make it happen. But Sarah is definitely, I don't know, just opens up the door for a lot of power final turn. Now, right off the jump, if you don't have any of these cards, just look through the 3 drops, because the 3 drops are going to be what you need to buff at the end. So depending on your play style, because it's important to play what you enjoy, because if you're in a good mindset, you'll play better. So if you want to have a Cosmo in your deck, if you want to be crazy and, I don't know, throw in Ironheart or something along those lines, you could do that. Lots of different opportunities. You can also throw in Wolfsbane, play it on the right, and then play Grandmaster on the right and have it move to the middle with some big power on that final turn. So lots of opportunities there. If you don't have any of these, just look through the 3 drops, throw in whatever you think really works with your playstyle. And honestly, right now, if you don't want to play Shang-Chi, I do think that Enchantress is a good look with a lot of Mr. Negative decks down, which obviously deal with a lot of power from those Iron Mans, from those Mystiques, all that kind of stuff. You could play Enchantress on the right side, shutting down some stuff, and then throwing Grandmaster on it, moving that Enchantress to the middle for some potential silencing of all of that. I mean, seeing lots of Hella Tribunal, everything. Enchantress is a great sub-in for Shang-Chi. If you feel like you aren't facing big power cards, then I would say throw in Enchantress, or you could also even throw in Rogue. Rogue could be great here. If you see an Iron Man or something along those lines, throw that Rogue down. Get that extra power on your side to do some serious work. With lots of people still playing Miss Marvel, Rogue is one that I would definitely sub into this deck if you're missing any of these. And then honestly, another really good card would be playing Mobius, because so many people are playing Destroy decks right now where they can play Death final turn. A lot of other people playing Sarah. You play that Mobius, you can shut them down pretty good. But let's go ahead and jump into these games. Again, these ones were really, really fun. I think y'all are going to enjoy this. Let's do it. All right, not a bad start. Actually, really good start. Especially if we can get a buff from Nico here. That'll be pretty solid for us. We can throw it on Brood or on Shaw. All right, looking like a Cerebro or Patriot deck, most likely. Add a copy of it to your hand. I do think that I would rather have a copy of Sebastian Shaw. Juggernaut could end up winning for us. I think I'll snap on this at the beginning here, just because we've got Juggernaut. There's Fisk Tower. We've got some pretty good potential to hold this down and maybe win. Maybe not with that.
Wind, aid my hand.
Definitely a Cerebro deck. So, do we want to play Shaw in the middle? Or do I want to play Juggernaut in the middle? That's the real question. I don't think I played Juggernaut in the middle. I think that I go Brood in the middle. That's fine. It's a bit of a bummer, but not too bad. And if they end up buffing, then yeah, we could play Shang-Chi over here, which would be good. I guess I can go ahead and do this. I played over here, it's 9. Whoa, okay, with the retreat there. Interesting. Oh yeah, they didn't think about this. I don't think they had another card to change the location, so that was just a misplay on their part. Nice. All right, we've got our Brood, we've got our Surfer, we've got Sarah. So that's good. Crimson Cosmos. Probably the worst location we could get. Have to be careful playing Sarah. They didn't think. Because Zabu now doesn't allow them to do the work that they wanted to right here. Icebox actually allowing us to play Brood in the middle. I'm not too shabby. I'm okay with that. They didn't think about this. You have to be careful playing Zabu with Crimson Cosmos locations because now they can't play their stuff here. I'm gonna snap. I feel pretty good with this if I'm honest, because we've got our Grandmaster Silver Surfer combo that we can do here. Nakia, that's pretty sick. Pretty sick for us. We're okay with that. We can go Sarah here. And then I think what I'm going to end up doing is most likely going Juggernaut, Silver Surfer, and Grandmaster. Okay, that sucks. I do still... That sucks really bad, dude. So if I go... I just have to be careful of whatever this could turn into. 'Juggernaut. 2, 4, 6. I mean, I can get up to 12 power here in the middle. And they can't play anything there. So I think this is a dub for us. One of these goes over to the right. Yeah, I don't think there's any way they can win in the middle. Cool. Sick. Good win right there. Shang-Chi, probably. No, Jeff. Heck yeah. Juggernaut, baby. Let's go. Okay. Nico is not bad here. Because we can go Brood. We can actually do crazy stuff right here, depending on what we end up drawing into. Skip. We'll go Brood. Storm, probably. Because we have Surfer. So I'll snap here. We're going to go Brood. Oh, man. But this could be freaking crazy. No, I've got cloning vats for that. Actually, I think I'm going to go Brood right here. And then Storm on the Bifrost. All right, so this is a discard deck. Don't think it's hella. Whoa, okay. Tribunal, that sucks. Dang, dude. Maybe I go here. Yeah, maybe I go here, and then we just storm this. Okay. So now we could end up being in trouble just because of the Tribunal here. But they should lose a significant amount of power just by us doing this, right? Yeah, okay, good. And then we go Dazzler and Sebastian Shaw, and then I'm going to go Storm Silver Surfer. And we'll just have to see if maybe we can make them believe it. I actually probably should have played Dazzler in the middle. That was kind of a dumb play. I actually don't think I'm going to snap here. I think I'm just going to do this and this and just take the cubes where I can. Yeah, we'll just take the cubes where we can here. We're going to be able to add 8, 9, 10 over on the right. Sick. So I could have snapped, but it's a little bit dangerous, especially playing a Surfer deck when a lot of people associate Storm with Surfer. I would rather just be able to take these cubes and leave. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the 4 cubes, and we're just going to walk to the bank with them. Good game right there. All right, not a bad starting hand for us here. Tinkers isn't bad. We can throw down Sebastian. Yeah. So we'll throw Sebastian down in the middle. I don't mind Crystal. I'm going to play Storm, and I'm going to snap here. Good chance that they're playing Hella Tribunal. It's one of the only decks I know that has Crystal in it. So we'll have to see. If that is the case, and they end up playing whatever it's called here, then they could also have Magic, which would be a bummer. But, whoa, okay. Oh, no way, dude. That's kind of crazy, I'll be honest. Oh, wait a second. Bro, look at this nasty play. What the heck? That's going to be so dope. What? As long as they don't fill up the middle. Did I already snap? I did. Dude, this is going to be sick. What? I never even thought about using Grandmaster like that. Like, how nasty is that? That's so dope. Oh, I wanted to play Sarah right there, so that's a bit of a bummer. So I guess we'll go Sarah right here. Do I want to play Sarah, or do I want to play... Dang, dude. I really need... I mean, that literally might be a very, very smart snap just because we don't have Silver Surfer. I almost feel like they're going to play another Goblin right here. Are they going to play it right here? Oh, wow, okay. So we can at least go this and potentially mess them up. What does this do? Double this card's power? Okay. So there's potential to win this. This is just a 4. Potential to win this. I'll risk it. Oh, no, this... Well, it depends. Okay, so that sucks. That sucks really bad. If it had gone to the middle, then we would have won. Actually, this is a Carnage. Then it's game over. They only get 4. Yeah, nice. Wow. That's so good, dude. Victory. That's so good. Let's go. That's such a good 8-cube play right there. My goodness. So if it had gone to the middle, wouldn't have been any better for them. And then the Carnage would have been 2, 4, 6. Would have been a tie. And we were at 9. They would have been at 3. So we would have won either way with that. So let's go, dude. That was nice. All right, y'all. That's going to be it for Grandmaster. I'm actually having a lot of fun playing with Grandmaster. Super, super cool. Doesn't feel overpowered by any means. Makes me feel a lot kind of like Nico. In the way that it's played, the way that it's versatile, fits in lots of different decks, all that kind of stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.